So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Happy Friday. Come on in, man. You know what? Welcome to the show where the only host in town. He's a boot wearing, motorcycle riding, dog agility training, dad, husband, granddad, all that kind of stuff. Ultimately pursuing a passion, purpose, meaning, and legacy. Being real in our life. Because tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Life goes really, really fast. And if you think you're going to do it tomorrow, you better do it this afternoon, because if you wait till tomorrow is going to be in 20 years. I just promise you right now. I know. How do I know that? Because I happen to be a man of a certain age that I have gone through that a few times now. It's a daily boost from motivationmovement.com. What is up? Happy Friday. Good to have you. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I thought when I was a kid, I was like, okay, when I'm a kid, I'm going to everything. When I turned 18, okay, 18 wasn't going to work. 18's not going to work. Because I got to be 21 to do all the real stuff. So when I'm 21, my life is going to be together. Whoops, I met a girl. Then we had a baby. Then I had another baby. And people said, what do you have kids so early for? And I said, I didn't even think about it. I was like, until I had the second one, I didn't realize I was even doing it. It's like, well, I better, what's causing this? And I stopped. But still, I was on my road. I thought everything would come together in my 20s. And then I knew when I finally got in my 20s, I'd be 30 and life was going to be like, yes. It wasn't. It was like, it's more mess, right? I these days, by the way, I actually advise everybody to avoid their 30s entirely. I do. It's professional advice. So if you're in your 30s, just hang in there. You'll be 40 soon. If you have the chance and you're about to turn 30, just skip it. Go right to 40. It's better anyway. All right, let's get to 40s. Midlife crisis time. I didn't have mine. I bought my motorcycle well before that. I didn't have it. But I did buy it purposely. I read the books and said, Scott, you're going to have a midlife crisis. I said, fine. If we're going to have it, let's go ahead and do it now early. I'm in the mood. I got some extra money. Let's have a good time. Look at the 40s. I'm going to be there. Going to be all grown up. It's going to be exactly what I want to be. Every single thing in my 40s is going to be there. I'm going to start looking like a man. I have a boyishly good looks. It took me 40 years old to look like halfway like a man. I just envying all these real men I see, in the movies and stuff. It's like, man, I'm going to look like them when I'm 50. And I got close. Honestly, I got close at 50. It was kind of cool. When I turned 50, it was like, man, am I going to get and be the person I want to be? And ultimately what I'm remembering now is that my whole life I've been exactly who I am. I'm so happy with all the stuff I've done. I continue to thrive and strive and go for it, but uberly aware of the fact that, wait a second, I haven't gotten there yet. It was supposed to be when I was 18 years old. Have you ever felt that way? I'm endlessly motivated the entire time. Never stop motivating. Never do that. We'll talk about that day, by the way. But at 50, I was on fire, had a new wife and everything else. I show you the pictures when I was 50. Man, I look good. I was hot. And then I kept going. And I'll stop at 60. I'm not going to talk anything beyond 60 at this point. I'm going to stop there. And I thought at 60, I missed it. Ride's over. I didn't make it. I never arrived where I thought I was going to arrive. And yet I've been there the whole time, doing really cool stuff the whole time. But that's my nature. It's like I just get up and go, 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 go. I'm always chasing. I'm always doing stuff. You get what I mean, right? But that's it. Because everybody said in all the books, everybody said on all the internets, you don't make it by the time you're 18, you're not going to make it. I said, well, hell, I'm barely getting started. I think it's good to live life like that. I think it's good to be in the moment. I think it's good to have dreams and goals and ambitions and go for it. What I think is bad is you think someday you're going to make it. And I had that in my mind for a very long time. I kind of dropped it around 50. I said, I've already made it. Now it's what I do with it. And as I go forward, hang on for the ride. Yeah, hang on for the ride. Grandfluencers are popular these days. Who knew? All right, let's talk about some motivation, okay? I don't know where that came from, but hope you're okay with that. Endless motivation. One of the questions I get all the time, people say, Scott, motivate me. If you ever ask me just to motivate you, I will say, what are you talking about? What do you mean? I won't start motivating you because I learned the lesson. I've learned it's impossible. I can't do that. But I want you to have endless motivation. How do you stay motivated all the time? How do you do that? It's not a magical thing, by the way. It's physical. So I'm going to give you the real trick here and bust something for you. This has been more refined over time as we've gotten into it. Motivation is one of those interesting things. It is best fueled when you're physical, by the way. It is best fueled when you're doing something physical. When you stand up, which is the first phrase in my stand up, take a step, repeat. The reason it is, it's so much easier to motivate and inspire yourself when you're in a physical movement. It's so difficult when you're sitting there trying to think it through. And by the way, sitting there on your phone, typing with your thumbs is not moving. So lodge that right now. If you're stuck, get off your ass. I'm just going to say it how it is, okay? You've been nice long enough. That's it. Listen, the internet says far worse than that, okay? I'm fine. It's not magical. It's physical. You do that. But motivation used to be considered a finite resource, and it kind of is. And it used to be, we would say, that your mind, the executive center of your brain, only has 3 days of motivation in it before it runs out of fuel. Now, as I say it, 3 days of motivation, it's not motivation. What it would be more of is 3 days of focus, 3 days of deep focus and activity before the fuel runs out. What is the fuel? Well, your body, as we've said a couple times, I think last week, likes to preserve resources. And the executive center is in the front part of your brain. It's fairly small. It's not like the rest of your brain, which is pretty big. It's fairly small. Just, go back 10,000 years. The grunting people back then, the cavemen, they didn't need to think about much. Look, a bear, run. That was about all you had to think about. Food, eat it. Fire, where is it? I'm cold. That was it. Not a lot of decisions to be made. So your executive center, frankly, just can't keep up. So what do we do about it?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Well, we know it's finite in the sense that when you are focused and pushing hard, it's going to run out and you're just going to feel very, very unmotivated. So what is a fix? It's something you hear people talk about all the time. I just said moving will help that. Exercise does do that. But if you just take a simple relaxation, we know we get much more creative and many more great ideas when we're relaxed, when we take a few days off. So I do that. I motivate people for a living. I get them moving all the time. And I absolutely understand that when every few days, I just literally have to take a half a day or a full day or a weekend off and just break away. Because when I do that, my brain kind of recharges. You can take a walk. You can meditate. You can read a book. You can listen to a program like this. You can go to the gym. You can chill. What we now know is motivation is a finite resource in the sense that it can't, if you just ground it out, you're in the grind all the time, you will become unmotivated. But when you actually pull back a little bit and say, no, it's actually an infinite resource. If you relax a little bit, breathe a little bit, take a walk, meditate, read a book, listen to motivation, go to the gym or chill. Shift gears from what your focus is. Just shift into something else. You can still be doing plenty too. I mean, listen, it's really common for me to work all day here coaching people. And then I'm like, man, I'm burnt out. I don't want to do anything. Oh, and what do? I sit down and pick up a book and start reading. I do. I pick up a book and it helps me. And then I know I can help my clients. I'm so inspired to get on the phone the next day and talk to them. Boom. Doesn't matter how tired. One example I've given to people over the years is this. So come with me for a second, okay? And just bear with me as I kind of wrap this thing up, bring it home for you. I have noticed something in myself and other people over the years. Have you ever had a long, really tiring day? Got up early, maybe it was a stressful day. Maybe nothing went right. Maybe everything is terrible. And all you want to do is go home and be done with it. Just want to be home. I'm just going to sit and be home, have a beer and sit and be home or whatever you do, right? That's it. You ever have one of those days? And so you do. And you come home and you fight traffic. And it's terrible as you're coming home. And it's a serious, you're flying the birds and all this. It's just crazy stuff. And you finally pull in the driveway and, the kids are running around screaming. The dogs are like so happy to see you. And you're like, get out of my way. What a day. Honey says, your wife, she says, hey, how you doing? Bad day, man. I just need a break. Oh, by the way, Bob called. He's got some tickets to the game tonight. What? Oh, that's my best friend. Bob has ticket. What game? The basketball game. It's the finals are in town. He has a couple extra tickets. What do you think? Do you want to go? I mean, I know you're tired. Should I call him back and tell him you're not going to go? Hell no. Give me those tickets. All right, God, I'm doing my thing. Motivation suddenly comes back. Adrenaline surges. Every single thing that was dragging you down is gone. I'm sorry. I just forgot my slow music. I just realized that. That was not the transition I expected to have. That was crazy. I pushed the wrong button. But see, the thing is, and you see in the story, it's like that. See, no matter where you are right now, I know you might be there this moment. You might be tuning into me going, I hope this guy can pump me up somehow because I'm feeling really down. Well, you're just a millisecond away from it happening. It's that little thing in your brain. So maybe somebody does call and have something good for you, and maybe you're waiting for that to happen. Or maybe you decide to create it yourself. And you can do that. And I got to tell you in this life, you should always create it yourself. You should always create it yourself. Don't rely on anybody else to bring you that, because motivation is absolutely infinite if you are able to continually fuel yourself along the way. I really miss the slow music, but I'm just gonna go with it today. I'm just feeling like I'm just gonna fade away as like a normal podcast guy.